Hello again and welcome back. My name's Annie and this is my creative detour. Today is PaperStashSmash Day. It's the 1st of June and I'm jumping on to show you what I ended up making out of the resources that I decided I was going to smash for the month of May. So for those of you that have watched before, you would have seen that I decided I was going to smash the remainder of my bees and butterflies collection from PaperRoseStudio. I had quite a large collection of that. You'll be able to see that in my PaperRoseStudio playlist. I have a haul video and then I also have multiple projects. And I managed to do that except for some things. So in today's video, we're going to go through 3 different things. I'm going to show you what I ended up making, and then I'm going to show you what resources I have left in the bees and butterflies. And then I'm also going to show you the resources that I'm going to smash for the month of June. So let's get started. Now for some of you, you will have already watched this video. I will link it below, and it is the card folios that I made. So I made 4 card folios and I made 2 6x6 cards with pockets. So here's the card, one of the cards, and as you can see, I've made an envelope for them. I didn't make envelopes for the card folios, but I did make them just for the 2 cards. So 2 6x6 cards, and you can see this one's one. It's a happy birthday one, and then there's a thanks one. So that's that one. Then we have a hello card folio. Another hello with a glittery sort of shadow. It's a shadow die. Then we have a for you and a birthday card. It says have an awesome day. So like I said, I won't go open those up, but you can watch the video for those if you like. It's linked below, and it goes through all of them thoroughly. I also made 7 cards out of what was left from the paper from these. I made a mixture of cards. So we have here a thank you card, some bees on, a thinking of you. It's kind of like a get well card because it's got a jar of honey on it. That's what I was kind of thinking when I was making it. A happy birthday card. It's your birthday. There's also one like that that is a Mother's Day card. And you can see that this was made out of one of the cut aparts. And all of the insides of the cards, I just mount them on some coloured cardstock and put a piece of the scrap. Now these ones here, you can see that I've made them out of all of the strips. So all the offcuts, I just grouped it together with what I thought went well and turned it into a for you card. This one is a thank you card. And lastly, a birthday card, best wishes. So I got those cards out of it. Now I also made some gift tags. Now when we go shopping and we buy clothes or whatever, I keep the tags, and you can see that these ones from Target is the price tag, and I made 2 gift tags that say best wishes, and all I do is put a little bit of double-sided tape on it and a bead of glue around the perimeter so that the edges stick really well, and I lay all of those strips onto it, and I purposely put it on an angle so that it is more forgiving. You can't see if it's not quite straight. So there's those 2 gift tags, and that used up some of the leftover strips. I also made a bookmark, always handy for Mother's Day stalls. And I made 2 journaling cards. Now you can see that these ones have got a circle punched out of them. So I used my circle punch when I was doing some of the journals, and I punched out the center of this cut apart, and it obviously had a hole in it. So I filled in the hole with some scrap and then just stuck a bee on it, and that can go into my junk journal resources. And I did the same with this one. You are the sunshine of my life. And I just put on a butterfly with it. And like I said, they'll get used in my junk journaling resources. So that's what I ended up getting when I smashed the rest of the bees and butterflies collection from PaperRoseStudio. So I'll move this aside and I'll show you what I've got left. So all I have left is the cut aparts pack and some cut aparts that I have already cut up, and there's a few random embossed die cuts in there out of the quick cards collection. But I've got quite a few sheets left in this. Now I will divide this up and give some to my mother, and she will be able to gradually use it. You can see that some of them I've cut up. I'm not phased about having them in my stash because it's ephemera and basically we'll be able to use it over the years in any kind of project. So that's what's left. Okay, so let's have a little look at what I'm going to smash. Okay, for those of you that watch regularly, you would have heard me talking about my local craft shop that closed down at the end of last year. Now, I got lots of things that were marked down cheaply. Now, these were originally $2.20. You can see the price written down here per sheet, and it's an A4 sheet, and they're from 3/4 Designs in New Zealand. And it's basically one sheet has the provisions for you to make 1 or 2 tags, gift tags. And I think they were, from memory, they were marked down to either 80 or 90 cents per sheet. So I got 6 of those. They're all the same. And I'd like to smash these so that, one, I've got the cards made. And the reason I bought 6 was because I thought it would be a nice gift to give to somebody for them to be able to use when they're wrapping their Christmas presents. So I would probably give this to somebody at the beginning of December that I was seeing at like a work Christmas party or something like that, so that they can then use them when Christmas rolls around. So a set of 6 is always nice. I may get more out of it. I might get 12 out of it, but I'll see how I go. So I want to smash those. And the other thing that I want to smash is this Stamperia Orchids and Cats. Now, I don't have a lot of pet things in my stash. I don't really do pet themed albums or anything like that. And my daughter came to me last, I think it was around about end of October, early November, and one of her work colleagues, she has a few cats, and I think she had lost one of them. One of them had passed away, and she was devastated, and rightly so. We get very attached to our pets. We're very attached to our golden Labrador. My daughter said to me, would you be able to make her work colleague a journal in a cat theme? And I said, sure, I'll look for something. So I purchased this from Paper Maze here in Australia, and I think it was marked down relatively cheaply. It was in their clearance section. So I would have got at least 50% off. I'm pretty sure that it was under $10 for the collection. I also got the chipboard pieces when I purchased it. So all of the chipboard. And I made her a journal and she absolutely loved it. But what I also made were 5 Christmas ornaments with cats on. Now in this collection, it has a 12 by 12 sheet that has had 9 circular images on it. So I cut out, or you can see that I cut them all out, and I turned 5 of them, the 5 that had the cats on, I turned them into beautiful Christmas ornaments for her to put on her tree, and for her to be able to put a photo of each of her cats onto the back of them. And she absolutely loved them. So let's have a little look at, you can see that it's all been chopped apart, and there's not a lot in it, but I would like to get rid of it because it's in my stash and it's all in bits. So I think that I have 4 full sheets and probably another, I don't know, 1.5 sheets of bits and pieces. So I'm not sure what I'm going to make out of it, but I'd like to smash it for the month of June. So that's the plan. We'll do this and we'll do these. Let's see how successful I am at getting those smashed. Okay, that's the recap on what I made in May and what I'm going to do in June for PaperStashSmash. Thank you very much for watching today. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Have a look in the description below to watch that video on the Bees and Butterflies card folios, but also the playlist to PaperRoseStudio. I've got a lot of videos on there. All right, everybody, have a great month ahead of smashing your stash, and I'll have a few other project videos out during the month. Thanks again, and see you soon. Bye for now.